I have hiked glaciers, trekked across them, been in awe of them, but never on them with crampons, hoisting myself on the face of them.
You know, we're in the mid upper 30s, so you know, temperatures aren't too cold. I was more worried about the rain, and so what I did was I layered up with base layer and kind of a mid down underneath my out dry extreme, so that I can, you know, keep the wind out, keep the water out, and thus I'll go ahead and stay warm while we're climbing around.
I've got enough layers on that if it's a little too warm, I can shed. If it's a little too cold, I've got everything I need. The Northern Lights in the exact place where they belong. Ribbons and ribbons of Aurora Borealis.
And it goes in and out of like how much contrast there is compared to the night sky, and some of them are brighter than others, and it is just an amazing green river. So currently, you know, it's blue skies. Looks like it's 38 degrees here on my temperature gauge. But the thing about Alaska is the weather can change rapidly. So, you know, it could be pouring down rain here in a couple hours. And if it does, you know, we're going to be out on the water for 8 hours today. And in these kind of temperatures, if we get wet, we're going to be miserable.
We got a little bit of a bet going at the beginning of the day, who could catch the most fish, and turns out that I reign supreme. The bet, loser gets dunked in the Kenai River. We landed on this tiny airstrip in the middle of the Arctic early this morning, and I knew there were going to be a couple buildings and a whole lot of polar bears. This day has kind of turned out to be so much more than that. The polar bears in and of itself are amazing, but to really see this community and to experience something that's so off the grid and so remote and so wild has been really incredible. Walking on frozen ocean, it's incredibly insular, but it's so rich with tradition that I could never have imagined. This is a really sparse land with a really, really rich history.
You know, when it comes to gear and being in this kind of environment, this is the precipice of winter here, and it's starting, you know, it's the coldest place in the United States right now. For us, the last thing you want to be thinking about is your gear and your body. You want to be comfortable. To be able to be out here all day, hanging out with the bears and experiencing everything that Barter Island has to offer, you know, you don't want to be thinking about how cold your toes are or how cold your fingers are. It really has kept us outdoors longer and just allowed our mental capacity to be focused on being here and being in this moment.